Hey y'all, it's 4 o'clock and you're at Rosetree Blown Studio and Gallery in beautiful downtown historic Algiers Point. We're going to start today. My post was that we're Valentine's Day friendly here, so we're going to start with a few things that we have in the shop. And remember that for people who are watching us on Facebook Live, we'll take a 10% discount on these prices when we check y'all out. So we'll start over here at number 1. We have a pair of champagne flutes, and the flutes are $98 for the pair. Then we have this nice little wavy bowl for $50. Heart weights are $40. That's 3, 4. Bud bases are $49. This tall heart vase is $65. That would look really great with some flowers in it. The flowers, the glass flowers, are $25 a piece. And we have this heart vase, which is $55. We have atomizers. We have 4 atomizers. They're $89 each. And we have another pair of champagne flutes, a little bit taller, and again, those are $98 a pair. And we'll go over these again at the end of the broadcast today. And if you want one, all you need to do is in your comments, just put number 1 is for me, or I want number 2, or whatever, and we will work it out from there. All right, so come on over, let's blow some glass.
Barry and Christy are already here and saying hi.
Hello.
Checking in. Woo.
And as you can tell, Darcy is back again behind the camera.
Yay.
I'm Mark. I'm the owner here along with my wife Brenda, and we bring you Facebook Lives every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Central Time. If you are new, welcome. I know we have new people in the neighborhood, and hopefully y'all are tuning in. If you are in the neighborhood, this Saturday, we're not usually open on Saturdays during the pandemic, but for this Saturday, I am going to come and open the gallery up from 12 to 3 in case you need some last-minute Valentine's Day supplies, or you need to get out of the doghouse, or something of that nature. So if you're going to be out with the Yardi Gras houses, doing the Yardi Gras house tour, you can stop in Rosetree between 12 and 3, and I'll hook you up.
We also have wonderful Mardi Gras themed things too.
Yes, we do have some Mardi Gras themed things. I can't say that. Anyway, today I'm going to do a heart, and it's not really blown, it's more sculpted, and I'm kind of doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to use, let's come over here, I'm going to use these are called Marini, and you'll see the little heart on it. And Marini are made by, it's like making Christmas cookies, where you layer, and then when you cut it, the cross-section is Santa Claus or a tree or whatever. So this one, the cross-section is a heart. So you see it's a nice long, it's drawn out and then cut in little nibs and makes a heart. Now, most of the Marini that you see are like flowers, so you see a little flower on the end of that, and you see it's just drawn out. And if you guys watched Blown Away, one of the projects, whatever the girl name is.
The girl who came in second, I can't remember names.
Spoiler alert.
Oh!
Yes, she used Marini in one of her pieces. So this part will have a white core, and then it will have pink stripes on that, and then I'll pick up a few heart-shaped Marini, and then I'll case all that in another layer of glass and make a heart out of it. So it's four layers of glass. So it's just time waiting in between each layer, because you have to wait for the layers to cool off to get the next one. So it takes time to do these. So the only everything is set up except for one thing, right back.
Aha.
This is for the stripes, and we'll talk about that when we get to that point. Alrighty. So, today is hot.
It
Okay,
is.
y'all? It is February 8th, 9th?
9th.
9th, and it's probably 75. I would say it's close. I mean, I'd say it's over 75. Down here it is, I know that. So, shorts and sweat. Darcy's not liking that.
No, Darcy wore jeans today and she's not happy. Thank you, Barry. Barry told me welcome back. Brandy Etheridge said number 7 is for me.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and that your work is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. You're going to say which number 7, because number 7 are atomizers, so which color you like, and we'll put that aside.
Yep.
All right. So, we'll come over here. So, the first layer is going to be white. Now, this is a blowpipe, but it's actually a clock blowpipe, and I'm using it just because of the size of the head on it. I like it larger like that so that I get more glass on for the paperweight. So I just use this as a solid rod.
So Shatney said hi.
Hello.
Barry said pumpkin roll. Yeah, you were talking so much I might be a little behind on the reading these. Oh, Barry also said skulls, and I know that is Marini.
Yeah. We can do skulls another day. So my first layer, I'm going to move the glass up off of the pipe or rod or whatever you're using, and I'm rolling it in the white. And I'm going to do 2 coats of white. Just to get a nice dense layer on it. So we're not blowing it, it's not going to expand like a blown piece, but everything will magnify because you're putting layers of clear on there. So with the last layer on it, we should get some nice magnification of everything that's being put in.
Barry said that it's 32 there and feels like 25.
Didn't y'all just get another round of snow up there? If I'm not mistaken, I saw that. So I'm heating this in, and then we're just going to wait for this to cool off to get the next layer on top, which would be our golden ruby, which is made with actual gold in the formula. So things that are reds, pinks, golds, some of the ingredients it's actually real live gold salts.
Barry said that that last round actually missed them,
Okay.
but give it a couple of days.
And you'll get some more.
And Shatney said he's got more snow today.
Okay, so I'm kind of shaping this. I'm going to shape it a little bit blunter. Now, see the tip cooled off, so that got harder and pushed all the way in, so I'm going to heat it one more time. So again, there's a massive glass here, so it doesn't take long to heat up, depending on how cold it was to start. So I'm using my jacks to even it off.
Christy said it must be warm there. You're pixely.
Oh, yeah. We don't have the ice pack on the camera yet.
Well, not yet, but the camera's not warm yet. So.
You want to turn it off of Wi-Fi? We tried going off Wi-Fi because that usually helps. but
Not
we
today.
got dropped. So that's not good at all. So it's a little pixelated. So be it. It's going to be.
I'm glad you guys are still here with us, though.
But I didn't do anything. We're still waiting for this to cool off. I'm going to get one more layer and then roll into the gold ruby powder. How much glass goes on. I don't want a heavy coat of clear here. I want the ruby to look close to the white. So I'm letting the glass kind of push back. I don't know if you can see that. So it's more of an even coat around the whole piece rather than with the blown pieces I want the glass off of the end. This one I just want it even. So I'm rolling into the ruby, and I'm going to do this a couple times because the grain size of the ruby is very small, and once I put a layer on, it's not going to stick to the glass anymore because that layer is colder than allowing it to stick. So to build up a dense layer, I have to roll in 2 or 3 times to achieve that.
I like the ruby. I think it's a pretty red there. It almost reminds me of bubblegum for some reason.
The raspberry's more bubblegum, the opaque one. But the both of them are in a pink mix. Oh, I just gave away a secret.
Corey, you made it.
Corey just came out.
Yeah. He said making a heart. And yes,
well,
he is.
yes, we are. All right, last layer just because.
Barry said bazooka. Yeah, actually.
Bazooka Joe. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Optic Mold, and the Optic Mold is an aluminum mold that has ridges on the inside, and the ridges will, if I press the glass in there, it'll pick up those ridges, and then when I heat it and smooth it out, where the ridges are pointed in, will become a line.
Now you're going to do one more gather after this one? All right, so on the next gather, I'm going to grab an ice pack.
I think I'm going to do 2 gathers. I don't know. This is all new to me. This is not something I do.
Yeah, it's an experimental heart today, not the normal stuff.
Right.
Ooh, I didn't even back up for that one.
Yeah, you put you off guard.
And yet you still didn't hit me. Excellent.
We're professional here. Okay, so I'm going to heat that in, and we'll get the lines going. Yeah, I do want another layer before I put. It's just because I like to stack things. I like the layers to clear in between, and you'd be able to differentiate the different layers.
Is it cool?
It's going to be big. I mean,
Corey is asking, did you get new shoes?
did I get new shoes?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I've had these a long time. Corey, where have you been? I've had these before Christmas.
Well, to be fair, when it's cold down here, you usually wear pants, so he may not be seeing them since Christmas.
Right. So you can see the lines, and what I'm doing is I'm using these diamond shears to get all the lines to come together in the middle, and these are called diamond shears because the cutting edge on it is diamond shears. And so you can see the white behind the ruby.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be actually be white. It's going to be a little on the pinky side from the ruby.
So Shatney's guess is that you got a haircut. I guess
I
something's...
did, but that has nothing to do with my shoes.
Well, maybe everybody's like, there's something new, and we've got to figure out what it is.
Yeah, Brendan uses a number 3 blade, and she hacks it all off.
Excellent. Man, I wish it were that easy to do my hair.
Pandemic haircuts. Get a flow bee for the studio.
Then again, I really don't cut my hair much, so
Right. We cut the ends off, right? Trim it?
every, like maybe once a year.
Really?
Yeah. When it gets out of
I'm
control,
not gonna judge.
that's when I cut.
Okay, so I'm shaping this. I'm smoothing out that cut mark. And again, we are going to have to wait. Let's see, what am I going to do? I want to put some bubbles in it, but I think I'll do the bubbles on the Marini layer.
Yeah, because the bubbles might get lost if the Marini end up on the
On top
wrong
of them.
side of it. Yeah.
So again, I have to wait for this to, so that's my core. So you see, once it cools off, you'll see it, the white will show up a little bit more, but you see the spinning lines from the Optic Mold.
Aw, thanks, Patty. Patty said glad to see Darcy is feeling better. Thank you.
Not that Brenda didn't do a good job.
She does wonderful job. She's wonderful.
What happened was Facebook changed up the, they changed up the page, and I could not find where Go Live was. It used to be a button that said Go Live, and it was not there. So we got a little frantic at the beginning of last time.
It's all right. You got it.
Alrighty.
So Barry said, when do the Lou Marinis go in?
The little Marinis go in next. So I have them on a hot plate, just to warm them up a little bit.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
So they just have a little warmth to them. So I'm going to get another layer and drip off a bunch of it.
Woohoo! Hi.
And drip off a bunch of it because again, I just want a thin layer. If I took a full layer on each gather, then this would be a humongoid part.
All right, I'm getting my ice pack real quick.
All right, I'll wait.
So Corey said, how big is this going to be? Why is it an experiment?
Because I don't do these often, and it's all different. It's kind of like different techniques that I'm throwing in.
Yeah, different, playing around with the color and the layers and basic look of it.
So sometimes I get to play.
That's what you should. You're an artist.
Yeah. So because the glass that I'm out of glass, we're just going through a lot of glass here. Going down to the bottom of the crucible. I didn't explain any of that, did I? Hold the glass. If we can hold up 400 pounds of glass in there, but right now there's probably, I don't know, maybe 100 pounds. So it's way down low.
And Patty said that Brenda did a great job, and I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm going to keep her.
I think you should.
I think I should too. All right, so I'm just shaping end of the glass.
Oh, Christy said, wolves. We've got some awesome wolves around this neighborhood. Corey said that's a great pipe cooler. And by the way,
it works.
And by the way, Jerry Lynn and I are getting together for dinner tonight.
I heard about that.
And here's a trick. Jerry Lynn told me just before we came on. Haha! She said she was getting a picture to see.
All of them are on.
Woohoo!
I'm going to keep that in.
That looked like a perfect pickup too. That was pretty nice.
We don't say
I'm the worst.
We don't say things like that until it's done.
I'm the worst.
I know.
I'm probably the kind of person who says good luck in a theater.
You're the one who's, it's like the announcers at a football game where they say, yes, this kicker has not missed a point after touchdown in the last 50 touchdowns.
He's
And
never had an
sure enough,
injury.
He shanks it.
Corey said, well, that's exciting.
So you see all the little hearts there. And then what I'm going to do, because I can, I'm going to put some bubbles in the piece. Just to give it a little variation. So there'll be a bubble in the middle, and there'll be a bubble
So it's hearts.
behind. It's a bubbly heart.
Hearts on a flower that becomes a heart.
Yeah, whatever you said.
It's like a flower.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Corey said, do you not remember the #1 rule? When you say perfect things break.
Right.
Blown Away taught you that.
Oh, believe me, I knew that long before Blown Away. All right. So we're gonna let this cool off a hair. And then I am going to get one more layer on and do the shaping.
Getting a little warm, getting extra glass in there. You alright?
What happens is my arm breaks.
Yeah.
Let me get the
Yep.
antique pipe warmer.
Cooler. It's a cooler.
Pipe cooler, I mean. Corey is kissing. So what we'll do is I'll show you right quick. So right now we have, I'm going to heat that up one more time. We have the hearts sitting on top, bubbles around the, look at it from the side too. You kind of see the hearts on that gather, bubble in the middle, bubble around each one, and the stripes on the back.
Yeah, I caught the bubbles better on the side view. Hydration break real quick. Okay, Thursday I bring something to change into in case it's warm Thursday too. If we are, but it lies to us sometimes.
Oh, and next Tuesday we will not be broadcasting.
Oh.
Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah.
Coming to work on Mardi part?
No.
Okay, I'm not either.
I forgot.
We're going to sit home and watch No Parades on TV.
Yep, we're gonna sleep in. That's my plan.
Let me just smooth this out and then I'll start sculpting the shape.
It's actually the last thing I usually do on Mardi Gras.
Is sleep.
Yeah, I don't sleep in on Mardi Gras Day. Because we got to be out in the quarter by around 8 o'clock. In full costume.
Which club are you in?
We do St. Anne.
Okay.
Awesome.
Looks like teeth.
Ooh, that's a good question, Shatney. He said, question, where did you get the name Rosetree?
My last name is Rosenbaum, and Rosenbaum is German for Rosetree. So it works.
Oh, I missed a Corey comment. Corey said, we are replacing our crucible this week. My dad had a little mishap, and I'm not dissing. It's great, and I love it.
Okay. The crucible cracked, or it got contaminated. So I'm heating the whole thing up, and I'm going to squeeze in my jack line. Same kind of principle as putting a jack line in for a blown piece. It's the line that is going to come off in the end. You see the glass is real soft because I can just cut that line in
That
really
was smooth, yeah. Now, I'm not going to lie. I liked it when we had to replace the crucible, what, a year or two ago?
No. Wasn't that? No.
Was it?
It was.
Because didn't we get a new
August?
planter out there? Was it just August?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this year has gone so far, so long. But I like when we did that because I got to see all the glass spill out, and that was the first time I really got to see that, and that was awesome.
Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I am going to shape the heart. So I'm going to heat the whole thing up and let centrifugal force bring it out a little bit, and then I'm going to make a little, we call it this little butt line.
Yep.
And then for the top of the heart, and then pull the bottom to make it for the point.
It's one of Jerry Lynn's favorite things to say when she's teaching.
The butt mark, the butt
Yep,
line.
yep, got to make a little butt line. Corey said, it sits on a fire brick and my dad knocked it over, so it's currently stuck with glass on this side of my furnace. Oh no! It's 7 years old, so it needed replaced anyway. Barry said, that's a lot of glass.
This one?
Yeah.
It's big. Starting to go out a little bit, and so what I'm going to do is go up underneath, and that's the top part of the heart, and then I'm going to flip it over and pull that, and I'm going to shape that a little bit more. Yeah, it's not something I do all the time. I figure with Valentine's Day, why not?
Yeah.
So the reheating chamber is, I keep forgetting to explain all this kind of stuff. The reheating chamber is hotter than the furnace. The furnace is 2050, and I would say that this is probably close to 2150 or 2200. Taking those diamond shears again, and you see I'm pulling it a little bit more heart shapey. Putting my line back in bottom, and then I'm going to heat it up and smooth out that raw spot that just got cut off.
Man, you guys were working down here all day?
It's warm.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's February. I understand we're in the South, but, you know, 50s would be nice.
Oh, but you know what?
What?
If we were having an actual Mardi Gras this year, it would be perfect for costuming.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And what I like to do is just make it a little bit different. I just take and
I like that little swish.
kind of
Swish it.
Dr. Seuss 'em. And again, I'm going to put my line back in. And finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it up in the air. And I'm going to let it settle in on itself so that the jack line is up underneath the bottom of the heart so that it's recessed inside the piece.
Christy said our first Mardi Gras we had to go buy shorts and t-shirts. It was in the 80s. Yep. Barry said that's beautiful.
It's different.
I think it's cool.
See what it looks like in the light of day, clear light of day.
Yeah.
I'm heating this tip up a little bit more just because it didn't totally melt out that cut line.
Chatney said 2022 will be a better and bigger Mardi Gras.
I hope so.
And then
Gotta be.
Brenda said, and it's going to freeze this weekend. It is.
Move the plants in.
They talked about possible snow last week, but yeah. Now they've taken that off the plate. They teased us.
All right, so I'm going to give it another flash. Now the trick is, once you're done, you have to even the heat out. So the inside, you got to get it so the inside core, which is really, really hot, cools off a bit. So you got to, it's kind of back and forth, back and forth. It's going to cool down. So you see that post is recessed up into the glass, but the glass is still moving, so you can see how hot it is.
Barry said our last Mardi Gras was in the 30s. Christy said our second Mardi Gras we had to buy sweatshirts.
Well, you can't have it both ways, okay?
Well, that's how we roll around here. One day it's freezing, the next day we're in shorts and t-shirts. Corey said, heat it to cool it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, the outside cools off, and then you heat up the outside, but not as much as the inside is, so it kind of evens the heat off. So you can kind of see the heart's kind of bled a little bit, but that's fine. Still got the heart behind it and the heart shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it one more time.
All right. So glad I caught that face on camera.
Alright, so let this cool off a little bit more. And I should be able to tap it and then fire polish where it came off and be done. So still it's a little dark just from the heat. But I like the shape, I like the bubbles, I like the pink.
You approve?
Well, for right now. It's not in the box yet.
I think it looks cool.
All right, so we're gonna come over here. And hopefully pull up a little bit more. Whap, comes off.
Perfect.
And then with the torch, I just smooth out that edge that broke off and make sure it's reset.
Corey said it's got a lot of movement. I really like it. Very creative for a simple item.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, heat up my gloves.
Woohoo. Playing with fire.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and this is oven. It goes in. It's called an annealing oven, and the annealing oven is 920 degrees. And what happens is it slowly cools the piece. Right now, the piece is hotter than 920, so it'll come down to 920 and stabilize there.
I smell something burning that doesn't normally smell.
It's probably the yeah, not fun. Cools down to 920, and then slowly, about 16 hours, it comes down to room temperature, and we're able to hold it. Love it and all that. Let's go back to the
Meet you there.
the table.
For all our beautiful Valentine's-y things.
All right. So again, we have some champagne glasses, which are $98 for the pair. Wavy bowl, $50. These are a lot simpler heart weights, a little smaller, and those are $40 a piece. We have bud vases. We have actually 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. They're $49 each. Tall heart vase, $65. We have a couple flowers here. The flowers are $25. And the heart vase is $55. And we have atomizers for $89. And another pair of champagne flutes for $98.
And one of those atomizers is spoken for. We're just not sure which one yet.
Right, exactly. So just tell us which one you want.
Yep.
Or message us on our Facebook page. Just message us and we'll arrange everything to get it to you. So that is about it for today.
Real quick, Anthony Billiot said, "Hey, I got to see you from Mexico."
Oh,
Nice.
why in Mexico? Well, anyway. Anthony worked for me a long time. Anthony worked for me when we were in the studio before this.
Oh, okay.
And I can't remember if he worked when we moved in here. Worked here. So that's 27 years ago.
All right, we gotta walk on. I'm unstable. I'm gonna fall over.
All right, so that's it for today. So maybe on Thursday I might do a different kind of weight. I'm not sure. Usually in the morning I say, okay, what are we gonna do? Or I take a piece that we have on order and make that for y'all. All right, so anyway, thank y'all for coming. Please support local businesses. If you're out and about, your local neighborhood businesses are the ones that need need you to spend there. Amazon doesn't need you. eBay, not really. The little bodega on the corner needs you. So please patronize those businesses. As always, if you need us for gifts or for something really great for your house or for you can find us at rosetreegallery.com online. Facebook, Rosetree Blown Glass. Instagram, Rosetree Glass Gallery. YouTube, Rosetree Blown Glass Studio and Gallery, where all of these videos live. And again, thank you for coming. Take care of one another. Love one another. We'll see you all on Thursday. Take care.